How's it going, my sinners? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to yet another Higurashi, When They Cry. We are in Arc 6, titled Tsumihoroboshi. And if you have not watched the previous episodes, please go do so by clicking the link in the description. It will lead you to the playlist. But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue from where we last left off. By the way, just a heads up, the last arc, Arc 8, is gonna be released soon for sale. Go ahead, order it, support the series. That's all I'm gonna say. But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue. Before I went to bed, I headed to my window to close the curtain. I saw the shadow of a person near the porch. Who could it be so late? Well, I didn't have to guess who it was. There was only one person I knew who might come see me so late. I opened the window and looked more carefully this time. I was right. It was Rena. She was just standing still under the light. I wondered how long she'd been there for. It didn't look like she was going to ring the doorbell. She was just standing there. She seemed to be asking herself whether to ring the doorbell or not. For how long had she been hesitating in front of my door? It looked like even standing was giving her a hard time. She looked very tired. I ran down the stairs, put my sandals on, and rushed out of the house. Rena looked surprised to see me, even though I came out after making a lot of noise.
Rena!
Why do you have to fucking scream? She's right there. Jesus Christ, dude, take a chill pill. She looked relieved to see me for a moment, but then she soon glanced downward and looked sad again.
お前、いつからここに突っ立ってたんだよ。
わかんない。夕方、ちょっと過ぎくらいからだったと思う。
Damn, girl. Rena must have been staying somewhere outside for the last 2 days at the very least. And it wasn't like she'd been camping for fun. She'd been in a state of high tension the whole time, believing that someone was trying to kill her. Rena looked utterly exhausted. She seemed to have taken care of the deep scratch she made on her neck the other day with some large band-aids. The band-aids had cute pictures, but that only made the wound on her neck look more painful. I saw some band-aids soaked with blood on her arms and body too, and I could tell she made them herself. She had more scars than she had last night.
とにかく、中に入ろう。この2日間、ろくなものを食べてないんだろ。
When I tried to take her in the house, she refused with a vague expression on her face. It wasn't that she didn't want to go into the house. It was more like she had to refuse because she thought she didn't deserve it.
もうね、ダメなの。今のこの瞬間も、私の全身の中で変なのがざわざわ騒いで、かゆくて、かゆくて、溢れ出しそうなの。
なあ、レナ。多分それは何かの病気なんだ。
Clearly, dude.
とりあえず今夜は俺の家で休んで、明日の朝一番で監督の診療所へ行ってみないか。監督ならレナの微妙な立場を分かってくれるから、誰にも内緒で診察してくれるよ。
もう自分でも分かるんだよ。富武さんがどういう最後を遂げたか、今ははっきりと分かるの。
Oh my god, dude, this is... No,
私は
god damn it,
必死
no!
にそれを我慢しているだけ。
Right. Rena believed that she was given some kind of suspicious drug that made her claw her neck to death just like Tamataki-san did. She had convinced herself that it was going to happen. She wouldn't hear anything else right now, but she really wanted somebody to help her. She wanted help, but when someone tried to give her a hand, it looked like the hand of a devil. Devil! If this was some kind of disease, what a horribly depressing disease it was.
私ね、どういう最後になるかわからないけど、多分もうそんなに長くないと思うの。
そんなことねえさ。無敵の部活メンバーリュウグウレナがそんな程度でくたばるかよ。
ありがとう。それでね、私死んじゃう前に圭一君にどうしても謝りたかったの。
謝る？何をだよ。
私昨日すごくいけないことを言って圭一君を傷つけた。
Yeah, you were a bitch. She must be talking about last night. Isn't that what she just fucking said? Hello? She trusted me, but when Oshi-san told her about my past, she felt betrayed. And after that, everything I did out of goodwill seemed like the opposite to her. I know what it's like. I once felt the same way about you, Rena.
私もね、昔引っ越してくる前、とても悪いことをしていた。いっぱい。
そうか。そうなんだ。
圭一君みたいにおもちゃの鉄砲で撃つのなんかと比べ物にならないよ。金属バットで頭が割れちゃうくらいに殴った。みんな大怪我だった。他にもね、学校のガラスとかいっぱい割って歩いたり、それからね。
I know. But I don't care about any of that. You did that before you moved here. That's why you stopped being Reina Ryugu and became Rena after you moved here, right? To me, you're my best friend who's very kind, thoughtful, and fun. That's the most important thing. I don't care who you were before.
ね、私ももっともっといっぱい悪い。圭一君のこと仲間じゃないなんていう資格全然なかった。
それは俺もなんだ。俺も最初レナの過去のことを聞いて恐れた。
そっか、知ってたんだ。
Rena laughed sadly. She seemed shocked to find out that I knew about her history, when she thought I didn't.
でもだからなんだよって思ったぜ。引っ越してくる前にレナがどんな大悪党だとしたって、それでレナはいろいろと泣いたり笑ったりしながら人生を積み重ねてきて、それでひなみ沢に引っ越してきて誰にも恥じなくていい生活をしてるじゃねえかよ。前の町で悪いことがあったとしたってレナはそれを悔いているならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。その結果リュウグウレナってやつが尊敬できる人間に成長できたならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。
I should have noticed. Sorry. Clear my throat. I should have noticed it earlier. Rena is Rena. That's why she's Rena Ryugu. I couldn't understand the simple thing when she said she wasn't Reina.
レナも聞いたろ。 俺も悪いやつだった。バカだったんだ。なんてバカなことをしたんだと後悔した。だから引っ越しは人生をもう一度やり直すいい機会だと思ったんだ。だから俺はひなみ沢では自分で自分が好きになれる前原圭一だったと思ってる。それはレナもなんだろ。茨城でどういう生活だったかなんて関係ない。ひなみ沢にいる竜宮レナが大事なんだ。だから竜宮レイナが何者だろうと俺には全然関係ないことだったんだ。
そうだよね。そうだよね。
新しい自分をやり直せる機会は何回あったっていいんだ。そんな機会があるから俺たちは何回も失敗しながら傷つきながらもっと大好きになれる自分を探してさまよえるんじゃないかよ。人生に一度や二度のつまずきなんてつきものなんだ。だからそんなのにへこたれないで俺たちはどんどん成長していかなくちゃいけないんだ。だからそんなたくましい人の膝に残るかさぶたを見ておぞましく思うなんて最低のことだったんだよ。
Sorry about that one. A slip of the finger there. If you weren't able to read before I did that, there you go. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. When you go through a lot of pain, you can be kinder to others. So I don't need to know your past. And even if I knew, it shouldn't have changed the way I treated you. But we were fools. We couldn't understand that until we went through things like this ourselves. Mio knew that from the beginning. We were such fools. We hurt each other, and we made each other cry.
だから竜宮レナはこれまでも今もそしてこれからもいつまでも俺の最高の仲間だ。レナが辛い時きっと俺が助けるから俺を信じてくれ。
ありがとう。圭一君を信じるよ。
It's very tragic, but what she said isn't true. She probably didn't mean to lie, but I knew she didn't trust me from the bottom of her heart. My words didn't reach her. I knew that because Rena kept telling me to trust her that time. She kept saying those words, while I kept hitting her with a bat. But they still didn't reach me.
私ね、もう多分長くない命だと思うけど、こんな素敵な圭一君がいるひなみ沢を救うために頑張るよ。
No, Rena.
奴らなんかにこの村を乗っ取らせない。みんなで楽しく過ごしていた日々を取り戻すために私は戦うよ。奴らの陰謀を必ずやっつけてみせるから。
Oh boy. She said that she trusted me, but she didn't understand anything I was saying. Even if I kept telling her that the conspiracy was Takano-san's delusion, it wouldn't reach her.
ありがとう、圭一君。レナを許してくれて。
I do. I forgive you. So, please forgive me for what I did to you.
きっとひなみ沢を救う。だから圭一君、力を貸して。圭一君だけは信じられる。圭一君となら救えると思ってる。
レナ
I knew how bad of a corner Rena was driven into. If I was her, I'd be walking around with a baseball bat, thinking every single person around me was my enemy. Rena cared about me so much that I saw her as my worst enemy. But Rena, you still trust me, even when you're driven into this bad of a corner. I couldn't understand what you were saying. I beat you to death while you kept telling me to trust you. But you're different. You still trust me? You are so...
どうして泣いてるの？
許してくれ。許してくれ。俺は、もう絶対にレナを裏切らないから。レナのことを信じるから。だから、許してくれ。
何のことを言ってるのかよくわかんない。ケイイチ君はいつもレナのことを信じてくれてるよ。だからレナもケイイチ君のことを信じてる。信じていいんだよね。ケイイチ君だけはレナを信じてくれるんだよね。
Tears fell from my eyes. I sobbed and nodded again and again to answer her. Tears welled up in Rena's eyes too. Before I knew it, we were putting our foreheads together with tears in our eyes.
私ね、この戦いを終わらせる方法を見つけたの。
本当か？
うん。勝ち目のほとんどない方法だけど、私にできる一番の抵抗だと思う。
レナ、それがどんな方法かは知らないけど、それが終わった後、俺たちはみんなでまた楽しかった元の日々に戻れるんだよな。戻れるんだよな。そうじゃなくちゃ嫌だ。俺はお前をこの場から行かせない。
大丈夫だよ、ケイイチ君。元の幸せな日々に戻るための起死回生、逆転の最後の一手なんだから。
I don't know what she had on her mind. It began with a delusion, but it ended with a delusion. Wait, what? No, not. God damn it. It began with a delusion and it will end with a delusion. If I encouraged her too much, she'd twist it into an attack on her. I was like that at that time. I took Rena's goodwill as the complete opposite thing. So I stopped denying her story. This was Rena's battle. It was her lonely battle. She had to fight against her own delusion. The more we tried to help her, the more we drove her into a corner. But I would always be there for her. Whenever she needed help, she could reach me. I wanted to let her know that, so I just said one thing.
俺は最後の瞬間までレナの味方だからな。絶対にレナの味方だからな。
Even if I told her to trust me, I knew she couldn't right now. I knew that, but I told her those words anyway. Even if she couldn't believe them, and if she tried to smash my head in, I'd say those words. I'd keep saying them until I die.
ありがとう、ケイイチ君。明日でね、きっと全部終わるの。きっと私たちは勝つよ。そしたら、またみんなで楽しく部活をしよう。みんなで。私たちが一番楽しかった時を取り戻そう。
Although she wished to regain our happy time so badly, I couldn't get rid of the darkness that controlled her mind.
じゃあ、 私はこれで行くね。明日の準備があるから。
Shit, are we that close to the finale already? Damn. Alright. To tell the truth, I didn't want to let her go. I wanted to stop her even if I had to grab her arm. But I couldn't stop her like that. If I grabbed her arm, she wouldn't trust me anymore.
待てよ、レナ。明日の準備って。
内緒。圭一君に協力してもらうこともあるかもしれないけど、その時はレナを助けてね。
ああ、当然だぜ。
I nodded strongly so that she could tell that I was still on her side. But I didn't know what her come-from-behind victory meant at this point. The first thing I could think of is that she was going to invade the house of the Sonozaki family, which she thought was her enemy. So I called Mion to warn her after Rena left. Mion laughed bitterly and said, "Why does everybody want us to be the bad guys so much?" But she understood the situation. Oh, God damn it.
いっそ悪役に徹しさせてもらってもいいよ。レナが妙なことをしでかす前に踏んじばって病院に担ぎ込むのもいいかもしれない。
I mean, go ahead and do that, because she really does need help. Like, seriously.
本当に最後の最後まで行ったら、それも仕方ないかもな。
Exactly. Yeah.
レナを信じたいんだ。
God damn it. Sometimes you just need to force your way. God damn it.
最後のギリギリまで。
Whatever.
あいつはこんなに心が追い詰められても、俺をまだ信じるだけの心の強さがあるんだ。俺とは違う。だからきっとレナは妄想に打ち勝てるはずなんだ。
最近ケイちゃんとリカちゃんが何を言ってるのか、おじさんちょっと分かりかねるんだよな。なんか最近ヘビーなことでもあったわけ？
It's been a wild ride, but nah, this was another world. You don't need to know. You can say it happened lately, in a way. I killed Mion a couple of days after the festival.
悪いな。意味のわかんない話ばっかりしちゃって。それよりレナのこと見損なったりしないでくれ。な。
そんなわけないよ。誰だってたまには心が風邪をひく時があるって。
A cold of the heart. What the fuck ever? What the fuck is that?
レナのこれもその程度のこと。まあちょいと熱は高いみたいだけど、すっきりケロッと治ってすぐに笑い話になっちゃうって。ケイちゃんが思ってるほど事態は悪くなってないよ。
It's pretty bad. Just saying.
大石の大バカ野郎は自分の誤解を認めた。例の件は発生自体にも気づいてない。だからこのままレナの空騒ぎでしたってことで決着できる。
そうなのか？空騒ぎで決着できそうなのか？
そういうことで決着させんのが園崎本家次期当主のミオン様の手腕じゃないの。某料亭でね、大石とおじさんが1対1で対談してちゃんと誤解を解いてきたわけよ。大石はタジタジ。いやー、おじさんもなかなかやるね。
Hell yeah, baby. Mion bragged about her achievement, laughing loudly. Hey, same as me. Hey, what? Anyway, I could tell she was exaggerating a little. True. Anyway, compared to the sense of impending doom Rena seems to be feeling, the others seemed to be taking it rather easy. It was all up to Rena now. If she understood everything, she could go back to the peaceful world she wished for. I don't know if it's that easy. We were waiting for her to reach out to us. just like we did by the abandoned car at the garage. God damn it, there's a bee in there. Garbage dump that day. Son of a bitch. Rena, I couldn't win, but I know you can, because you're the one who told me to have faith until the end. So I know you can win. That didn't mean that she could literally win the last battle she was talking about earlier, but Rena would win. She'd win, and she'd regain her peaceful life. I don't know if it's that good. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy, boy. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, end of the chapter and end of the video. Okay, this is where I'm gonna end now. I'm just kidding. Last night! Tips. Nice. Alright. Let's read it. Alright, we're gonna read this and then we're gonna go and go into the next chapter.
もう明日なのです。
Oh, yeah! For all of you who have never watched the anime and shit, and you're blind in this, this is someone who's probably gonna be introduced to the next arc, I believe, or maybe the final one. I don't know if she appears in the next one, but yeah, she's a special one in more ways than one. Just saying. Anyway.
ああ、私たちの命日。今回も同じ顛末なのです。
Of course it will.
そうかしら。よく似てるけど、いろいろと違うところもあったわ。
Ah, talking about Keiichi remembering, eh?
ケイチ、前のことを覚えてたし。そんなことはありえないのです。覚えているわけ、いや、知っているわけはないのです。あんたが絶対にありえないと言ってくれればくれるほど、じゃあこれは本当に奇跡なんだって思えるわね。
Hell yeah, baby! Miracles! Bring it on! Bring the impossible on, baby! I can take it! Come on!
どうせ今回もおしまいです。おしまいかしら。もうすぐ終わる。全部終わる。
Shut your negativity mouth up, bitch!
そう。日暮らしの泣く頃に。
Hey! She said it. Merry Christmas. Oh my god, what the fuck am I going on about? Was it all going to end anyway? The more often you throw a die, the closer the total will get to the average. When you throw a die 100 times, even if a miracle happens and you get a 6 twice or 3 times in a row, the total will average out in the end. That's a fact of statistics. Words. But when you throw a die 100 times, the total number ranges from 100 to 600. The more you throw, the greater the likelihood that the number will converge on the average. But the truth is, the more you throw, the more possible outcomes you create. There are 500 different futures you can create by throwing a die 100 times. There are 5,000 different futures you can create by throwing a die 1,000 times. There might be one future among them that enables you to actually finish this never-ending game of dice. Keiichi showed me a miracle, and it taught me that it's not a waste of effort to keep throwing the die. Don't give in to something like an average.
イラつく背中を見せるわね。どうせ今回もダメだろうって、そういう哀愁でいっぱいよ。私だってどうせダメだろうと思ってる。でもね、最後のサイコロを投げるまで私は諦めない。
圭一が教えてくれた。今回は何かが違うの。だからそれを信じてみる。
リカは本当に強いのです。
まあね、あんたよりはずっと若いし。
リカ？みー、こんな時間に起きてて、夜更かしはダメでございましてよ。ごめんなさいなのです。寝苦しかったので星を見ていただけなのですよ。もう寝ますです。そうなさいませ。おやすみ、リカ。おやすみなのです、さとこ。
That was nice. That was great. I like it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save real quick. Overwrite that one. End of chapter 12. Let's go into 13. Boom! Boom, I say! Boom! Walking with only Mion to school made me miss Rena a lot.
どうしたのさ、ケイちゃん。さっきからキョロキョロしてさ。
なんでもないよ。
It was the same old path to school, but I felt nervous for some reason. I wondered what Rena meant when she said she was going to win a come-from-behind victory last night. She's gonna stab you out the back. That's what coming from behind means. Just kidding. It means something else. What? I couldn't stop feeling like something dangerous was going to happen. Rena thought Mion was one of her enemies. She could be lying in wait to attack Mion with a knife. I was just kidding, but God damn it.
大丈夫だって。
You don't have to take me literally.
レナがそんな短絡的なことをするわけないよ。まあ仮にそうでも自分の身くらい守れるからね。
Atta girl. Mion said it brightly as if trying to tell me that she wasn't afraid of anything. But I couldn't be optimistic like her, because I knew exactly what Rena was going through. Rena must be determined by now, and she probably wouldn't mind dying fighting against Mion if she wasn't going to win anyway. Of course, that didn't mean she was definitely going to take violent action. But I couldn't deny the possibility either.
それよりおじさんが気にかかるのは、どうしてレナが急に変になっちゃったのか、その理由の方だね。
It's because she's sick. She needs to take her meds, but she hasn't been doing it! Was there any reason? I remembered the tragedy. I couldn't remember what made the world go crazy. But I remembered we got lost in that awfully scary world. It started with small things, and those small things continued to pile up one after another. Paranoia, man, that's what happens. Start small, but things keep piling on, and it makes things look huge in comparison, you know? Just stackpiling. If you thought about it calmly, you'd laugh, because it was really a stupid thing. But once those little tiny stupid things started to bother you, you couldn't ignore them. It was that kind of disease. If you could call it one. But there must have been a reason. There must have been a reason that made the world go crazy. But it must be such a small thing that you couldn't even notice. And unfortunately, the reason was very difficult to understand. And you wouldn't be able to figure it out until you died.
親戚にお医者がいてね、ちょっと聞いてみたんだけど、脳とかに腫瘍ができて、たまたまそれが珍しいところだったりすると、性格が急に変わったり、普段と別人みたいになってしまうことがあったりするんだって。
Yeah, that can definitely happen. Yeah.
大昔はこの病気が悪魔つきや狐つきなんて呼ばれて、オカルト的に脚色されてたこともあるんだってさ。
ってことはつまり脳という体の一部に起きた 肉体的な病気ってわけか。
今回に関しては精神的と捉えてもいいかもしれないね。
Right.
レナはリナ鉄平殺しの後かなり動揺していて心が不安定になってた時期があった。
Yeah, for her, that's what set it off. Was that woman in Tepe.
そんな時期に大石のバカタレが富武さんたちの事件を大げさに吹き込むもんだから。
That too. See, it's like stockpiling. It keeps on going up and up, you know?
大石さんって人もさ、高野さんのスクラップ帳に少し似てるとこがあるかもな。
へえ、どの辺が？
なんていうのかな。Hinamizawa村連続開始事件というものが存在しているというあたりについて盲信しているというか。現に5年連続で起こってるのにこんなことを言うのもなんだけど、俺さ、もともと連続事件なんて存在しないんじゃないかって思ってる。
It was true that the mysterious incidents happened 5 years in a row. But they were each solved individually. It was the same as the past you didn't need to talk about. We thought of them as a series of mysterious deaths, which is why we thought something was going to happen this year too. It led us to think that there was a conspiracy, and that the Sonosaki family was behind it. We connect to those things in a series of mysterious deaths, but we shouldn't do that in the first place. Just like I tried to keep my distance from Rena when I found out about her dark past. Wasn't everybody trying to keep their distance from the dark past of Hinamizawa? Takano-san's scrapbooks are a good example. She dramatized both recent incidents and old cruel history. And she made feasible stories out of them, saying that the Sonosaki family was behind it all. Oshi-sen did the same thing too. He was so convinced that the Sonosaki family was behind it all that it was making him interpret things the wrong way. In that sense, we could say Oshi-san believed it in the same delusion as Rena.
その辺にはさ、何かあるごとに黒幕のように振る舞う園崎家の責任もあるんじゃねえのかな。
True.
この村では何かおかしなことがあれば全て園崎家の暗躍。それで決着をつけられてしまう魔法の言葉になっちゃってるんだよ。例えて言えばほら、この世の現象は全てプラズマで説明できるみたいな感じだよ。
ほう、つまりそれは何を？園崎家が全部悪いってわけ？
そうだ、お前が全部悪い。よってお前の名前は今日からプラズマミオンと呼ぶ。
Fantastic.
うわ、なんだかレスラーみたいな名前だな。
Don't it?
はあ、プロレスラー大いに結構。
Yeah, I also like a little wrestling of something else. What?
そうだケイちゃん、コブラツイストって知ってる？
Oh god, no.
やめろ。このクソ熱いのに絡みつくな。いててて。いや
ー Cute.
おはようございますですわ、ケイチさん。おはようなのです。
Satoko and Rika-chan looked a little sad when they saw only the two of us. If the three of us came to school together like always, they would have been really happy. But our classmates were as noisy as usual. Nobody seemed to make a big deal about Rena's absence. Chei-sensei, sorry, not Chiri, what the fuck? Chei-sensei was going to be here soon, and she'd start mourning homeroom. Everyone was fooling around as if they didn't want to miss a second of the time until then.
今日は臭い。窓閉めて。
Huh?
バーカ、窓を閉めたらもっと暑くなるんだよ。
True. It smelled like gasoline or something, and it really stank. Oh no. Someone from the forestry service must have been putting gasoline into the construction equipment or something. Some students near the windows were making a fuss because they wanted to close the windows to shut out the smell. Our school wasn't a normal school compared to others. We were using a part of the forestry service building. Unusual things like this happened sometimes.
いやいや、こんなの大したことないって。いつだったかな、貝塚いぶきを剪定した枝葉をトラック山盛り何杯分か運び込んできたことがあってさ。あれはひどかった。あの独特の刺激臭は頭痛を起こさせるよね。
That sounds terrible.
貝塚いぶきって何ですの？お野菜の名前なのです。たまにカレーに入ってますのですよ。
今度スーパーに行ったら探してみろ。
よくわかんないけど、最初はリカとケイイチさんに毒味をさせた方が良さそうでございますわね。
あれー、俺たちのボールがねえ。王女、お前がまた隠したんだろう。
The boys seemed to be looking for their ball for a while, and they yelled at Satoko.
誰がそんなものを隠しますの？どうせ隠すならもう少し気の利いたものを隠しましたよ。
ほらほら、先生来たよ。みんな席に着きな。
はい、皆さん、席についてください。
I kept thinking about Rena the whole time during class. I thought about what she said last night. I wonder about her come from behind victory means. According to Takano-san's delusion, the masterminds behind the bioterrorism were the three families, and a group of fanatical believers that controlled those three. In other words, the Sonozaki family. What could Rena do alone against them? Mion lived with her grandmother, the leader of the Sonozaki family. There were only two of them in the house. It was possible that Rena would try to break into their house with a knife. But I'd already come up with that possibility last night. That's why I called Mion and warned her. On the way to school this morning, Mion told me some bodyguards from the corps had been at her house since this morning. She told me she'd be guarded herself too. There was a black car parked near the school gate. They must have been the bodyguards. But according to Takano-san's parasite theory, the battle wouldn't end just by attacking the leader of the Sonozaki family. According to the delusion she believes in, the conditions of her victory were more complicated than that. She needed to expose the group of fanatics who are behind the Sonozaki family, and she needed to destroy the research on the parasite. Plus, Rena didn't have much time left, thanks to that suspicious poison she mentioned. Wait, what? I don't remember her mentioning poison. What? Wait, what? Yeah, whatever. But how exactly could she win a come-from-behind victory under circumstances like that? She might interpret that the town council are the group of fanatics. If so, she might attack them the next time they have a meeting at the shrine. The town council meets once a month at most. It would be hard to believe that they were holding a meeting today. She probably thought the place researching the parasite is the Erie Clinic. Rena suspected that there was something fishy about the clinic from the beginning. And that suspicion must have changed to certainty in her mind by now. Did that mean she was going to attack the clinic? This wasn't like an action movie. What could she do all by herself? Was she going to start a fire? No, that would be pointless. In order to expose the conspiracy, she'd have to get proof that they were actually studying the parasite. Was she going to break into the clinic and get questionable, weird samples? The last problem of all was how much time she had left. If she believed that she didn't have much time left, especially under desperate, disadvantageous conditions, she might try to stab whoever she thought of as an enemy. But Rena sounded like she really believed that she would regain her happy and peaceful days after everything was over. Rena probably meant she was going to stay alive and win. Was there something like an antidote? It didn't have to be real. As long as it was an antidote to Rena's delusion, it didn't matter what it was. It could even be the water you washed your vegetables with. But if she thought she could get the antidote so easily, she wouldn't have been so desperate about the time she has left. The antidote must be difficult for her to get. The easiest place for that in her delusion was that it was hidden somewhere in that clinic. Putting it all together like that, I felt like Erie and his clinic were in danger. Now that I thought about that, the elderly people in the village, including the members of the town council, hung out in the waiting room at the clinic all the time. If most of the board members happened to gather there for her, it'd be the perfect place to attack. I told Mion about that during lunch break.
普段ならそんなバカなって言いたいところだけど、その可能性を全く否定できなくもないからね。本家に電話してみるよ。診療所にも人を配置するように言っとく。
Mion didn't object to my crazy idea. She put down her chopsticks and went to the teacher's office to make a phone call.
先ほどからなんだか物騒な話でございますけど、本当にレナさんがそんな恐ろしいことをなさいますの？診療所を襲うなんて信じられませんわ。
するかもしれない。しないかもしれない。でもな、怒っちまったらおしまいなんだよ。惨劇に抗うってことは、起こさないように戦うってことなんだから。
何事もないことを祈りたいのです。
Oh, come on! No! Son of a bitch! Really? Really? You gonna do this to me? Really? Alright. I don't... Fuck. I want to get the bad end first to get it out of the way before we get to the real ending of this arc here, so I'm gonna go check without spoiling myself because things could change from how the anime went. I'm gonna go ahead and try my best not to spoil myself, but yeah, I'm gonna go look real quick. Be right back. Alright, I looked it up. I have no idea because there's nothing said about the choices. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just go ahead and say it'll be alright. Top one always. Always be on top.
若いのを2人ほど診療所に送ります。
まさかとは思うけどね。何をやらかすか分かったもんじゃない。
姿を見たら直ちに引っ捕らえてしまって構いませんか？
本当は嫌なんだけどな。
To be honest, if this is the right one that we're supposed to go to and the other one was the bad choice, because I want to keep this continuing on, I'm not going to go ahead and just end it. Fuck, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not going to go ahead and go back and choose that one because there's no point because it's pretty long, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. Anyway.
どうしようね。
So if you wanted to see both, maybe someone else did it on YouTube, I don't know.
レナを確保して警察に引き渡すことで決着しています。ですので、引っ捕らえても一応筋は通ります。
うちの対面じゃなくて、レナの心情的に気の毒だなってこと。できたら 本当に静かに静かに決着したいんだけどね。
まあお若いですから。人さえ殺さなければ大抵はごめんなさいで済みますよ。
じゃあアウトかもだ。
いえいえ、見つからなければセーフですから。セーフセーフ。沖宮の界隈ではあの二人の失踪を気にする者はいません。何かのヤバい話を踏んで夜逃げしたんだろうということになっています。あの程度のゴロつき、次から次へです。ですからセーフセーフ。
アウトだのセーフだの、私ら野球拳でもやってるわけ？まあいいや。それじゃあくれぐれもよろしくお願いします。
了解しました。ではひっ捕らえてよろしいんですね。
ちゃんとタッチアウトにするんだよ。クロスプレーなんかにしないようによろしく頼みます。
I couldn't help but have a silly chat with Keiichi-san. Kaisei? What the fuck did I just say? I don't know! When I put the phone down, I sensed Chei-sensei was looking at me. No wonder, as she had been able to hear the conversation clearly in this tiny room. Chei-sensei put her spoon down, and with a sad look on her face, she asked the following.
今の電話は竜宮さんをめぐる話ですか？
まあ、はい。
園崎さん、竜宮さんはどうして家出をしちゃったんでしょう？お友達として何か知ってはいませんか？
It was hard for anyone to understand Rena's situation, except for me and Keiichi. So most of them thought that Rena just ran away from home. But after she did, the cops made too much of a fuss over it. Oshi stupidly believed that the scrapbooks were a big scoop, and he overreacted in trying to find Rena. He had patrol cars running around everywhere in the village. He even used the town council's phone directory to find her. So people in the village thought Rena did something wrong and was trying to run from the cops. What was going to be difficult for me, more than finding her, was to make up a story to retrieve Rena's honor after they obtained her. Detain her, sorry. What about this? Rena went for a walk, fell down and hit her head on the edge of some tofu and lost her memory. Right? Right. Oishi misunderstood something big time and he thought she was a criminal. It was too easy. Anyway, we did make it clear that Oishi was the one who misunderstood everything at the meeting the other day. I had to make the best use of this... I had to make the best use of his name while he was feeling down for once. What I'd have to do was to not make a big deal about this situation, and to create an environment that allowed Rena to forget everything that happened in order to get her life back together as soon as possible.
大丈夫ですよ、先生。レナは今ちょっと病気になってるだけです。それを警察の某ベテラン刑事が素敵に勘違いして話をややこしくしただけです。まさか先生、レナが悪いことをして逃走中なんて信じちゃいないですよね。
それはもちろんですけど、でも家出することによってご家族におかけしている迷惑を考えれば悪くないということはありません。
She had a fight with her father and she ran away from home for a little while. She acted childish and that's all. Maybe that'd be the best story to go with.
何か悩みがあったのでしょうか。それに気づけなかった私は教師失格ですね。一度竜宮さんとじっくりお話がしたかったです。
先生、ちょっとヘビーに考えすぎです。もうちょっとリラックスリラックス。プチ家出なんて今時珍しくないですって。
はあ、 竜宮さんがこのまま不良になってしまって、悪いことを始めたらどうしましょう。
The fuck was that? Ryuga-san becomes a bad kid. She does something bad and gets arrested by the police. It's her teacher's responsibility. I'll be dishonorably discharged. No! I can't eat curry anymore. I'm dead. Really? You're gonna play around at this, Alright, I see your game. Come on. Chei-sensei seemed comically upset by her own imagination. It looked funny, so I decided to leave her alone. You might want to do that. I made to leave the teacher's office to go back to the classroom, but right then the phone rang.
はい、もしもし。
Rang.
ひなみざわ文庫でございます。
Chei-sensei had to answer the phone all day today because the principal was on a business trip. I exited to the hallway. Then I heard the tone of her voice change.
今どこにいるんですか?
Is that Rena? What? I yelled and looked back at her. It was probably Rena. She called the school. I tried to go back inside the teacher's office, but Chei-sensei gestured at me not to come in. Oh, hell no! You wanna go, bitch? It's my boyfriend. I will do whatever I want. What? Chei-sensei acknowledged what Rena was saying several times, and then she looked up at the clock.
わかりました。今からすぐ行きます。先生との約束ですよ。
She said only that, put down the phone, and got her purse out of her locker.
院長、先生は休養ができました。しばらく表へ出ますので、みんなを自習させてください。
She took her car key out of her purse. It was obvious that she was going to see Rena somewhere.
先生、今の電話はレナ。
It was, but what? Ah! Jesus Christ, why did it be so close?
よろしく頼みますよ、院長。
What? Chei-sensei completely ignored me and she ran out into the hallway. Rude. Rude! I yell. She ran to the schoolyard and got into her car. The moment her car left through the gate, I ran out to the schoolyard myself. I headed for the black car parked near the gate and knocked on the window.
お疲れ様です。今のところ異常ありません。
あー、違う。今出て行った先生の車を追って。多分、行く先にレナがいる。
了解っす。
レナは警戒心が強いから注意してね。捕まえたら有無を言わさずに本家放り込んで、葛西の指示に従うこと。私の友人だよ。怪我なんかさせたら許さないからね。
Rena must have told Chei-sensei that she wanted to talk to her alone. I could tell that easily from the way she ignored my question. I did feel a little bad for ruining their promise, but it was very important that we caught her before she did something wrong. We could still make up an excuse that she was just wandering around because she had a fight with her father and ran away from home. But if she sets fire to the clinic or something, there would be nothing I could do. The car made a rough U-turn on the gravel road and it chased after Chei-sensei's car at full speed. Vroom vroom, bitch. I watched the car until it was gone. All I could do now was to pray that this would be settled calmly. I think that was a fake. I think that call from Rena was a fake. Well, obviously I know.
午後の授業は自習になったよ。というわけで、おとなしく席について何かやること。
自習?
Mion ran up to me and spoke quietly.
レナから電話があった。
え、本当か?
うん。ついさっき職員室に電話が。千恵先生が指定された場所に会いに行ったみたい。
レナのやつ、一体どういうつもりなんだ?
わかんない。とにかくうちの車に先生の後を追わせてる。レナには悪いけど、そこで踏んづかまえる。
うまくいくといいな。
荒ごとには慣れてる連中だよ。任せとこう。
じゃあ捕まえれば一件落着なのか。
だね。そしたらとりあえず病院に放り込むよ。きっと専門の医者が見たらなんだってくらいに典型的な何かの病気だよ、きっと。強迫性、心因性、ストレスなんたらとか、多分そんな感じのやつ。
While we were spending our afternoon studying peacefully, the members of the Sonosaka family would capture Rena, who was waiting for Chei-sensei somewhere. The problem would be solved. It wasn't going to be easy after that, but I was sure Mion would take care of her. And in the end, everybody would understand that Rena just ran away from home because of a silly fight with her father, a happy ending.
一件落着でしょ?
Right. Mion winked at me. She looked like she already thought something. Why am I screwing up so badly today? Jesus Christ. She looked like she already thought everything was over. But that just didn't sound right to me. I couldn't see any connection between Rena and Chei-sensei. It was hard to explain, but there was something wrong. I wasn't saying that they didn't get along. Rena was a good student and Chei-sensei had a good relationship with her. But I just didn't understand what Rena wanted from Chei-sensei. While I was thinking about it, the door opened and one of our classmates came back from the bathroom. With Rena. Hi! I knew it.
Rena!
My, what a lovely... I guess they call it hatchet these days. Great. We're hostages. Fantastic. Everyone gasped in surprise. Even Chei-sensei couldn't make everybody go so quiet all of a sudden. It's because she doesn't have a weapon in her hands all the damn time! Rena was gripping the shoulder of the student who came back from the bathroom. In her other hand, she had a big, scary-looking hatchet. It was the same one she had the other night. Everyone immediately understood that Rena had taken a hostage. Okay, she's getting those crazy eyes. Everybody listen. Go to the center of the room. Go, 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 go! Please just listen to her. She cray-cray. Nobody grasped what she was asking us to do. We all froze, and this fucking ridiculous music is going on. Yay! Rena was the only one who was smiling. It was terrifying. She doesn't look to be smiling, but okay, yeah, sure, I'll take your word for it.
Rena, あんた何をやってんの?
I'm gonna go ahead and make the voices a little bit louder because the music is drowning it out. Drowning, I say! Bam! A loud noise washed out Mion's voice. Rena hit the teacher's desk really hard with her hatchet. She pulled out the hatchet, making an ominous ripping noise. There was now a line of violence carved painfully into the desk. Uh-oh. She broke it. Sensei is going to get mad when she comes back. Oh my gosh, she's going to go Super Saiyan. What? She's going to rip your head off. No, that wasn't it. What the hell? Okay, that was a great segue there. Anyway, what? Right! Your only friend that you can trust. Right! Gulp. Rena, your eyes. You look so scary. I've never seen eyes like that in my life. What are you talking about? You saw them a few nights ago. What the fuck are you talking about, Willis? Your eyes are full of insanity. Oh my god! Itchy. Why are people afraid of insanity? Insanity means that a person doesn't share the same values and the same common sense as us. For example, say a thief breaks into your house and he ties you up. You'll get scared and wonder if he's going to stab you before he leaves. But you hope that the thief has feelings too, and that he's not going to kill you for no reason. No matter how bad the person is, we tend to believe in his goodwill as long as we share the same values, the same common sense, and the same morals as him. But we can't expect goodwill from somebody who doesn't have those feelings, those things. We can't expect goodwill from a person who can't communicate with us. When a burglar has a knife and you beg him not to hurt you, you expect him to listen to you and to show you mercy. In other words, you can still communicate with him. But if he doesn't have the ability to communicate, he's just like a monster that he's trying to attack you. Or like the blade of a guillotine that's falling down on you and about to cut your neck off. What? You fear him because you can't communicate with him. That's insanity. It was the same fear we were feeling towards Rena at the very moment. She looked like a human just like us, but there was no room for her to communicate with us like a normal person could do. Everybody understood that fear instinctively.
ケイイチ君、机をどけさせて教室の真ん中に広場を作って。
わかった。みんな、レナが言うのに従おう。
Rena was like a barrel of gunpowder at that moment. She seemed really calm and quiet, but she could explode any minute. When she did, I doubt she'd show us any mercy. She probably wouldn't hesitate to use that hatchet on us. That's right. Just like how I didn't feel guilty or hesitate to kill Rena or Mion. And Mion. Everybody went all quiet while pushing the desks against the wall to make a space where Rena wanted it. Rena, saying we're moving too slowly, hit the blackboard with a hatchet, making a horrible noise. Every time she did that, she left an equally horrible scar on the blackboard, the thing that we looked at most in the school.
じゃあケイイチ君、みんなのロッカーから縄跳びを出してもらえるかな。それを使ってみんなを後ろ手で縛ってね。
俺、縛るのとか下手くそなんだよ。多分上手に縛れないぞ。
後でちゃんと縛れているか全員のを調べる。ゆるい人はその場で殺しちゃうからしっかり縛ってあげてね。
Hooray! We were still kids. We saw the word kill all the time. It was used a lot in comic books and cartoons, after all. So normally, you'd assume we'd be used to hearing the word kill. But when Rena said she'd kill us, it sounded so frightening. I'd never heard something like that before in my life. To Rena, our lives were like cards she could use for negotiation. She'd get rid of one card every time somebody refused her request. Get rid of it? Damn it! Why did we use such scary words like get rid of for simple things like playing cards? Anyway, there were about 20 students in the class. That was a little bit too many for Rena to handle. She might get rid of one or two just to set an example. I decided to do what Rena said because I didn't want her to lose her temper. I got out everybody's jump ropes from their lockers.
じゃあみんな床にうつ伏せになってね。ケイイチ君は後ろ手にどんどん縛っていって。 きっちり縛るんだよ。圭一くんは私の味方だもん。だからわざとゆるくなんか縛ったりしないね。
Mion tried to make eye contact with me. If everybody was tied down, we wouldn't be able to stop her from occupying the school. There were more than 20 students in this class. Half of them were boys, but most of them were smaller than Rena. But there were enough people here to overpower her. But if we did that, Rena would probably hit her hostage with the hatchet. And she used the hatchet to attack the rest of us without hesitation. It'd be a bloody battle. I'm sure somebody would get hurt if we tried to overpower her. The hostage would be seriously injured, or maybe even die. If that happened, it was over. No matter how hard we tried to cover up, she'd never be able to live peacefully like before. Mion seemed to understand that too. I could tell from Rena's eyes that she wasn't going to go easy on us. If somebody showed defiance, she'd break the hostage's head open immediately. Of course, Rena had done that before. She'd probably do it again with no hesitation. But as long as we did what she said, we could prevent that bloody tragedy. If we could somehow solve this situation without shedding any blood, with Mion's influence, we might still be able to pretend that this never happened. At the least, we had to make sure she didn't kill anyone.
Stella.
ケイちゃん。
Mion tried to think of ways to overpower Rena, but she couldn't come up with any good ideas to save the hostage. That's how easy it would be for Rena to kill them. The best thing to do at that time was to wait for a chance without agitating her further. Mion lay down on the floor and everyone else followed suit, sluggish with terror. And I was left alone, standing rooted to the spot with jump ropes in my hands. All my classmates were lying face down on the floor, while Rena was pointing the hatchet at the hostage, watching our every move from behind the teacher's desk. I just stood frozen in the middle of it all.
圭一くんにはまだまだ手伝ってもらうことがたくさんあるの。だから早くして。あんまり時間がかかると何人かが死んでしまうかもしれない。
No need for that. No. Some of the little kids started crying when they heard the word die.
大丈夫だよみんな。圭一くんがきっと助けてくれるから。だからきっと誰も殺されないよ。
You bitch! Yeah, laugh it off! Damn it! What a bold threat. She said I was her friend, but she was just playing with the meaning of the word. I was the last person who could still fight against Rena under these circumstances. But it wasn't going to be easy to overpower her by myself. I wasn't sure if I could do that. Even if I tried to act tough, once Rena pointed the hatchet at somebody's neck, it was over. I couldn't fight against her for now. I should just wait for a chance. As long as Rena was alone, there would be a chance. She made me tie them up because she couldn't do that herself. There was a limit to what she could do because she was by herself. If she could cover this up somehow before Chei-sensei came back, we'd still be able to pretend like we were kidding around. I finally realized something. I realized why Rena called Chei-sensei to meet with her. In order for Rena to take over the classroom, she needed to get rid of Chei-sensei. Chei-sensei had a very very strong sense of justice. Even if Rena had a gun, she wouldn't hesitate to overpower her. She was the kind of teacher who would risk her life for her students. Rena needed to figure out how to get rid of Chie-sensei. That was the key to her plan. Rena probably thought about attacking her from behind at first, but there was risk there, as Chie-sensei was a grown-up woman. So, she probably thought that attacking her directly wasn't a wise choice. So naturally, the next option was to lure her out somewhere. Rena called Chie-sensei and told her that she wanted to talk to her in private, in order to lure her out to someplace far from here. Most people, including Chie-sensei, thought Rena was just running away from home. So, Chie-sensei must have thought Rena had some problems she wanted to talk about. It was too easy to deceive her. Where did she make the phone call from? She probably used a phone in the school. Well, not in school to be exact. She probably used a phone on the second floor of the school, the one belonging to the forestry service. This school was using part of the forestry service building, but this particular location was more of a branch office. So it's not like somebody was here all the time. Rena knew that, and she had probably been hiding there for a while. She called the phone on the first floor from the second floor, and she made Chie-sensei leave the school. I didn't think it was a coincidence that the principal was on a business trip today. She probably snuck into the school yesterday. She saw the principal's schedule, learned how to call the phone on the first floor from the second, and carried out her plan. And that's fucking annoying. She planned it perfectly. Yeah, I knew it. Rena was insane, but I knew she was also actually really calm. She was possessed by her delusion, but she was also unbelievably calm about it. So she could still think fast. I knew that very well because I'd been through the same thing before. What was worse is that Mion's bodyguards were gone. Mion told them to follow Chie-sensei because she thought Chie-sensei was going to meet with Rena. Damn it. Everything seemed to be working out in her favor. I tied up the last person and looked in Rena's direction. If I didn't tie them up really tightly, Rena would kill them. But when I tied them too tightly, they suffered in pain. Their pained cries made me feel useless.
ありがとう、ケイイチ君。ケイイチ君を疑りはしないけど、一応全員を調べるね。ケイイチ君は頭の上で手を組んでうつ伏せに寝ててね。これは全員に言うけど、私の断りなく立ち上がったら殺す。本人も殺すし、見せしめでランダムにもう一人殺す。ランダムじゃよくないね。じゃあこうしよう。言うことを聞かなかった子と出席番号に10を加えた子を殺すにしようかな。例えば岡村くんが言うことを聞かなかったとする。そうすると出席番号11番渡辺くんが一緒に殺されちゃう。わかる？常に2人死ぬの。歯向かっても自分の命一つじゃ責任が取れないってこと、よーく胸に刻んでおくんだよ。
How awful. She totally understood how to threaten people. Normally, you stand against an attacker at your own risk. If you fail, you're going to die. But if you were responsible for someone else, then you couldn't try to resist. You can't risk somebody's life with your own decisions.
うん。全員ちゃんと縛れてるね。ケイイチくん、縛るの下手くそって言ってたけど、結構うまいよ。自信持っていいよ。じゃあ、ケイイチくんは立って。
It was too late to fight back. I followed her orders. I just had to wait for a chance. we could still turn this into some kind of bad joke. I had to do something. Anyway, what were you planning to do, Rena? Don't tell me this is the come-from-behind victory you were talking about. Oh, thank God. Alright, this is where I'm gonna end it, because I have shit to do, and yeah. Ooh. I'm pretty sure we're coming up at, what, an hour and a half? Almost, yeah. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed it. A little bit rocky here and there. Sorry about that. Not good today at all. I'll save it in a different spot just in case. Yeah. Alright. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more Higurashi and Umineko soon, so stay tuned for that. And please, everybody, as a reminder, stay sinful, folks!